Hey y'all, welcome back to Inside the Barrel. I'm Double J.
I'm Big H.
I'm Nathan.
Nate Dog.
Nate Dog. Okay, we've got a big bottle today.
Ooh.
Hopefully you can see it. George T. Stagg.
Boy.
Everybody's been really excited about this bottle. This is the 2024. A lot of guys are talking this was their bourbon of the year.
Wait, the guys that drink it or the guys that put it on the shelf?
Oh boy, here we go.
The guys that drink it, actually. Normally, I'm not one of those guys. I won this at the at one of our local grocery stores raffles. I'm showing you a picture now. Close to 800 people there. I got picked in the top probably 20 to get this bottle. Paid close to MSRP, which I think is about $150 or $159.
Oh, that's good.
Normally, it would sit on my shelf as a trophy, and I'd tell everyone it's worth $800.
Looks
but
like a
today,
trophy.
for you,
Nate Dogg is the winner.
here we go. For you, we're breaking the seal.
Oh my lord.
And we do have an app that we can actually track our inventory, and we can look at Nate Dogg's. He's only got like 20% of his bottles open. Those are the ones in his rotation.
Woo!
There it is.
That's
This bottle just entered his rotation.
Yes,
So,
it is.
as I'm pouring this, Big H, tell us why is this bottle so special?
Well, Nate Dogg actually didn't talk through anything. Comes out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. We all know that, right? Frankfort, Kentucky. This is their mash bill number 1. We've done some other stuff. Their mash bill number 1. Mash bill number 1 is low rise, less than 10%. This is a 2024 edition. Came in at 136.1 proof.
Oh,
Hold
boy.
on. John, what'd you weigh in at this morning?
136.2.
Oh boy, we're
Okay,
good.
good. We're
Double J
getting
can drink it.
close to Double J's weight, but
Yep.
we'll let him drink it because
Aged-
he's a tenth of a point
Yeah.
away.
Aged 15 years and 2 months, the 2020 version. So this is going to be super smooth, super sweet. 150 MSRP. You did
Doesn't
mention that
smell
you won
right.
this bottle. We were talking about this, and I said, what does T stand for? And we kind of Googled it and found a couple silly people that said it was like stood for Tyrannosaurus Rex and whatever else. So
Tater.
Tater. It stands for Tater. But I'm like, I know who will actually know. So I got into my Ancestry app and I started digging around and went back and found a lot of information on George T. Stagg. So the T actually stands for Thomas. The other thing that I found interesting is when I actually find people in the app, I can actually look and see how are they related to me, and found out that George T. Stagg is actually my 10th cousin 4 times removed. So
Oh, that's
not really
too
sure what
much, that's
that
too much
means,
math
but
for me.
Nate Dogg will put the graphic up here and we can see who our common grandparents were way back in the day, right? So just a little bit more history about George T. Stagg and the distillery and
Are you
stuff.
gonna smell that or try that?
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna...
He did serve in the Civil War, moved to St. Louis after the war. He was a whiskey salesman. Had a lot of relationships with distillers, but one of the relationships he had was with E.H. Taylor, who Colonel E.H. Taylor also served in the Civil War as well. But as a whiskey salesman, E.H. Taylor was in considerable debt to Stagg based on the relationship. So Stagg actually bought into the E.H. Taylor distillery. They became partners. Kind of an interesting, you dig into it, but had a lot of contention between the two of them. They ended up splitting the way the partnership dissolved. But the distillery they bought was the OFC, which stands for Old Fire Copper. I think
Okay.
I'm probably wrong on that one.
Okay.
Nate Dogg will put a link into what it actually stands for. But Stagg went on that OFC distillery. Stagg passed away at 58, 1993. In 1904, that OFC distillery was actually renamed to the George T. Stagg Distillery. That distillery in 99 was bought by Buffalo Trace, renamed the Buffalo Trace. So that what actually exists as the Buffalo Trace Distillery today in Frankfort, Kentucky, was at one time the George T. Stagg Distillery, and prior to that was the OFC owned by E.H. Taylor. So, boom.
Thanks for doing the research.
History lesson there.
So I've been drinking as you've been talking. That's great.
I haven't had anything to drink yet, but
We may have done maybe some other bourbons earlier today.
that's good.
It doesn't drink 136.
No, it doesn't at all.
Like
Maybe 128.
yeah,
It's
but it's
higher.
It's flavorful.
Yeah.
It is. It's not heat. It's not burning.
No.
I can see why people open this bottle. I can see why they say it's
very good.
And I'm wondering, when we just opened that, just poured that, pour that in a glass, let it sit for 15 minutes, let that bottle sit for a little bit, oxidize. That's probably going to open up a lot more and even soften up
I
more.
mean,
The nose on it is not.
we didn't think we'd do it justice to give it any sort of tasting notes for you guys. This is really just celebratory for 3 years of Inside the Barrel now. Make sure to go back and watch some of our previous videos. They may not be as
Cheers.
And really, are we going to open this and say, oh, If you can find it, buy it. Of course, anybody that finds this is going to buy it at MSRP.
It
probably
Big
twice,
H is going to tell you if
probably
you buy
twice
it,
at MSRP. But I'm going to say if you buy it, open it. You know, don't let it just sit on the shelf. It's great.
It is.
Drink it. You know, it's meant to be drank.
Terrific.
And guess what?
Very good.
Nate Dogg can drink half that bottle, and it can still sit in his shelf as a trophy. But it's a trophy that he at least gets to enjoy and share with friends.
Yeah. That is. It's
Big H. I guess we'll have to hang out
wonderful.
at Nate Dogg's house.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Okay.
It's great.
Well,
Thank you for sharing that with
you
us.
may not see another bottle like this, but you may see something close because Big H has got us cracking them all open just to share with you. So make sure you subscribe to the show, like, share.
Tell a friend.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.